Las Vegas Raiders at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Got away with one this past weekend. Had the Panthers against the Bucs at home. If the Raiders don't botch a snap and they kick a game-winning field goal against Kansas City, and the Panthers don't fumble a ball in Bucs territory, or if they make multiple field goals during regulation, or if they score one more touchdown in the red zone and the Bucs lose that game, is this number 7?
I don't know, but I hate that I have to bet the Bucks here. It sucks. I wanted to be on the Raiders, but this is
Wow.
such a Buck spot where it's like people are overreacting to what just happened last week. We just talked about it. Like Bryce Young played out of his mind. Really, if you go back and watch, it was incredible. Aiden O'Connell is not that guy. Like that Chiefs game to me, we see it every year with them. It's like the flukiest game with the Raiders against that Chiefs team. Like even when Derek Carr was there, they'd play these tight games where they'd upset this Chiefs team. And then when they play against a team like the Bucks, who's like a good playoff contending team, they would just get rolled. Like this is a bad Raiders team. I'm not letting last week throw me off. I know obviously Max Crosby's a difference maker with that defense, but that was like the perfect lineup game for that Chiefs team. On the flip side, the Bucks had the game from hell, but you saw that they changed. Like we talked, the Bucky Irving thing to me is such a game changer for this Bucks team. Like he is so good, and you know Baker had an awful game. They still able to pull that win out. Baker doesn't have back-to-back terrible games. He just has not been that player this season. Like usually he's week to week, and I expect him to bounce back against a terrible Raiders defense here. So another line I'll be patient on. Give me 6.5. Let the public keep hammering this number on this Raiders team because I knew right away when I saw this number, I was like, oh my God, the public is going to hammer that Raiders line. Like they are all in after what just happened last week. But I thought, me and you talked about it, said more about that Chiefs team than I thought it said about that Raiders team. So yeah, I'm gonna be patient here, wait for a better number on that Bucks line. But it's 6.5. I'll take that if you can get it now on the Bucks.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. I guess you could look at the Raiders game and think, okay, there's two different things here. They had some mishaps in the red zone. They really should have scored more points early. It's similar to what we just talked about with the Jags and with the Broncos, right? Sort of everything you expected to happen happened in that game. Only instead of it happening through the course of the game and competency, it happened in miraculous moments through two different plays, one to Brock Bowers, one to, I forgot who the other receiver was, on long throws from Aiden O'Connell.
Was it
Uh,
Tucker?
yeah, Tucker, that got them in the end zone and sort of made the game closer and sort of erased a 13-point deficit. Um, Maybe you're right. I mean, I don't have a strong opinion about this game. I can't see
No,
the
it's
point
fair.
getting
I
in
mean,
the
if it's a game we
contest.
avoid, I wouldn't be mad either because we hate taking huge favorites. But it just feels like a kind of spot where it's like this is the Bucks are going to be undervalued in this spot to me.
I love the Baker Mayfield narrative that's happening. I love the way he plays. I love that he's waving off trainers when he's getting his ankle stepped on and that he's balling out in every game and that this Bucks team loves him so much. And I love that now that there was all these flag planting brawls
Yeah,
in college football this past weekend. Everybody is asking Baker for his opinion, and
yeah.
he's not even blanching. He's like, teams need to learn how to take an L. You want to plant a flag, and fucking deal with it, losers. I love Baker.
I love him too, but it is funny. Like I was with my cousin, and she does not watch much football, and I had to explain to her that he was taken before Josh Allen, who's just like a god among men. I was like, but you don't get it. He went to like a normal school. Josh Allen went to Wyoming. Like no one goes to Wyoming and becomes the best quarterback in football. But I'm with you. I love Baker, but to the outside world, you're just like, who is this little guy that's got this little attitude? I'm just like, if you love this sport, he is one of the best quarterbacks in it. He's just hilarious.
Oh my God, it's great. You know what's not great? Jacksonville and Tennessee. Tennessee is a 3.5 point favorite.